subscribe to our videos so that more people can hear the Word of God.
Good morning and welcome to Tuesday and welcome to 5 Minutes in the Word with God. And today we are going to look at Ruth chapter 3. We're going to look at 2b, the latter part of verse 2, and all the way to 13. Now Boaz, tonight he will be winnowing barley on the threshing floor. Wash, put on perfume, and get dressed in your best clothes. Then go down to the threshing floor, but don't let him know you are there until he has finished eating and drinking. When he lies down, note the place where he is lying. Then go and uncover his feet and lie down. He will tell you what to do. I will do whatever you say, Ruth answered. So she went down to the threshing floor and did everything her mother-in-law told her to do. When Boaz had finished eating and drinking and was in good spirits, he went over to lie down at the far end of the grain pile. Ruth approached quietly, uncovered his feet, and lay down. In the middle of the night, something startled the man. He turned, and there was a woman lying at his feet. "Who are you?" he asked. "I am your servant Ruth," she said. "Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a kinsman redeemer of our family." "The Lord bless you, my daughter," he replied. "This kindness is greater than that which you showed earlier. You have not run after the younger men, whether rich or poor. And now, my daughter, don't be afraid. I will do for you all that you ask. All the people in my town know that you are a woman of noble character. Although it is true that I am a kinsman redeemer of our family, there is another who is more closely related than I. Stay here for the night, and in the morning, if he wants to do his duty as your kinsman redeemer, good. Let him redeem you. But if he is not willing, as surely as the Lord lives, I will do it. Lie here until morning." All right. Okay, so this passage, it's always been a little interesting, right? We kind of look at it and we don't understand it because we look at it with Western eyes and we're like, that sounds a little sketchy, right? A little scandalous. What is Naomi having her daughter-in-law do, right? She's basically telling her to smell good and to put on a clean garment, and she's sending her out in the middle of the night. Like, what is she doing, right? And so what we have to, again, look back at this culture, that women couldn't approach men in this culture. So yes, Ruth and Boaz had that exchange before, but that was specific about gleaning. But even women, like Jewish women, they would, even if they saw their husband like on the street as they were walking, to go get something, go get bread or something, they wouldn't even talk to their husband. They would look down. So women wouldn't directly talk to a man. So again, it was a man's job to arrange marriage. That was a dad or a brother. But since there's no dad or a brother, Naomi is like, okay, I need to do something. But in this culture, Naomi could not go to Boaz's door and knock on his door and say, "Hello, let me talk to you about my daughter-in-law." There was no way. It would cause more scandal than this. So it had to be discreet. And again, this was about survival. So this was not about romance or dating. They couldn't wait until like Boaz decided to ask her, right? And so they had to be discreet about it. So it makes sense. She had to go in the covering of the night where he was, where she can talk quietly to him and directly to him, but not have onlookers, right? Anywhere they went, they would have people looking, right? Ruth couldn't just go up to him. Barley season was over. There was no reason to talk to him. And so that's why it makes sense that this was a good plan for Naomi to give Ruth. And so again, she just told her to tell him to uncover his feet. And so she's basically proposing, she's saying, "Marry me," right? So they're trying to wait to see what's going to happen. That's what Naomi's plan is. All right, so this is what I love about Ruth. So Ruth is not just about finding security for herself. She is wanting security for Naomi. She wants to secure that line of Elimelech and his sons. And so because of that, she is the one that says, you are my kinsman redeemer. Remember, Naomi didn't tell her to do that. That was all Ruth. And so here's Ruth just throwing herself out there, just with all this risk and courage because her plan is to rescue this line. That's what she wants to do. And it doesn't matter. She's risking herself because she is saying something that she's basically throwing herself out there in faith, because in order for this line to be redeemed, Ruth has to get pregnant. But she has 10 years of infertility. And as someone who has struggled with infertility, I tell you that is a bold statement, right? To have something that you've never had experience, to say, no, I'm going to get pregnant now, right? And so that's the boldness that she has in Yahweh, to basically say, Yahweh can do this. Yahweh can cause me to conceive, right? He could remove my barrenness from me. And so she basically says, this is what I'm asking you to do. And Boaz acknowledges that. He knows what she's doing. And that's why he said, basically, he's saying, wow, you're a blessed woman to be willing to do this. And so, but then he reveals what Naomi knew, but Ruth didn't, that there is another person that's closer. And he could possibly redeem your line, but if he's not willing to, then I will. And so then he tells her to stay there until morning, because it's not safe for her to go out and walk home in the dark. All right, so tomorrow we're gonna look at this continued saga unfold. Have a good day, and remember, 5 minutes in the Word can change your life.